welcome to the latest edition of Nathbet. It is Thursday evening. That means that we have our weekly tips. But before we start, let's just recap last week. Obviously, fantastic week for Nathbet. The double came in as normal. We normally get the double. We probably got about a 60% strike rate of the double, which was fantastic. You're not going to get that anywhere else. But of course, the big fourfold came in as well. First of the season in the fourfold, so you're looking at probably about 12 to 14 to 1, depending on whether you got your prices on the Wednesday or the Friday. So like I said, you stick with Nathbet. You've seen the results. You've seen the results on the past results page. You've seen what we've done, and we've been in profit every single season. And that's exactly the same this year round. I mean, just fabulous prices, fabulous odds, fabulous winnings. Congratulations if you put it on. I know plenty of people had 20, 30, 40 pounds on the fourfold. Some of you had 10 quid. It doesn't really matter. It's all relative. And just congratulations for putting it on and making sure that you had a profitable week. That's all we do here at Nathbet. We don't tip the 1 to 3s. We don't tip the 2 to 5s. We don't tip the 1 to 6s. We tip the games where, you know, we're getting even money, odds against, little bit odds on, but we're definitely getting value for money here at Nathbet. That's what we do here, and proof's in the pudding, really. So congratulations again to everyone who did that. Now, saying that, it was a good week last week for tipping. This week, not so much. Very difficult, very hard games. Not a lot of value about. I've had to delve into really, you know, the lower echelons of the FA Cup and going into there to try and find some value. But it is difficult this week, so I would temper your stakes. Not so much as last week. We've got some bigger prices this week as well, which is great, obviously, for your value. But I think the risk is a little bit more as well. So yeah, just temper your stakes slightly. I don't say go minimal bet, but at the same time, I wouldn't go, you know, if you're making 3 points on a double, 2 points on a treble, and 1 point on the fourfold. I might go 2-1 and maybe half a point on the fourfold this week. So without further ado, let's go straight on with a double. Walsall are our first bet in the FA Cup this week. Now, been hearing a lot from Dean Smith this week, and their game against Shrewsbury Town next week has been postponed because of international calls, which means that they're going to play pretty much a full-strength side against a Fleetwood side who don't travel particularly well. Walsall, of course, top of League One, so 8 to 11 I think is an excellent price. Tom Bradshaw being called into the Wales squad this week as well. So he's flying, and expect pretty much full-strength side from Dean Smith against, like I say, a Fleetwood side that don't travel well away. So 8 to 11 is our first bet of the double. Now, that's one team that's flying. One team that certainly aren't flying are Chelsea. But I'm going to tip them in the double this week. I saw a little bit from them, a little bit of fight this week, both inside and outside the club, Mourinho and obviously the fans. I think that was an important moment for him. Obviously been on a terrible run as of late. A confidence-boosting midweek victory against a decent side, really. Willian scoring late in that one. Going to Stoke City, not an easy place to go, absolutely. And Stoke will fancy the chances, and quite rightly so. But I fancy Chelsea just to nick this one. And when you got odds against at 21 to 20, I think they're too good to turn down, really. Yes, I know they're having a shocker. I know that they're, you know, close to relegation and they are mid-table, but at the same time, the tide will turn, and they have burnt us a couple of times this season, I must admit. But I'm going to keep on that, on the train, on the Chelsea bandwagon, so to speak. And at 21 to 20, well, I say the bandwagon, it's going to start this week, hopefully. 21 to 20, I'm going to tip them to win this one, 2-1 or 1-0. I think it'll be a tight game, but I expect them to win it. So 2-1 or 1-0. As long as Chelsea win, that doesn't matter. So it's Walsall and Chelsea, 2.5 to 1 double in that one. Now, the treble is a very nice price indeed, and you've got to get your bets on quickly. Friday night football, Derby County. I know some people don't like betting on Friday night football, but you know, Derby have been an excellent side in the Championship. I expect them to fully get promoted with Middlesbrough this season. They're the two best sides in the Championship, and at 6 to 5, going to a Forest side that's struggling badly. I fancy the chances on this occasion. So get Derby to beat Forest. Paul Clement's side, I think, have shown, especially up front, that they can score goals anywhere. So, like I say, a Forest side devoid of confidence. We're going to take them to win this one. Hull against Middlesbrough are our second bet. Now, Hull flying, Borough flying. Hull top of the league, Middlesbrough a point behind them in third. And Middlesbrough travel very well away from home. They go to the KC Stadium. Now, for me, this is a nailed-on score draw. I think a 1-1 or a 2-2, and the price, you know, fits that 23 to 10. It's a big price. 2.5 to 1 nearly you're getting on the draw, but I think that is a very good value on this occasion. So Hull Middlesbrough draw is the second bet in the treble, and the third bet, Leicester City. I mean, I must say, I was a little bit sceptical with the whole Ranieri thing and a little bit of a fad, but I watched them a couple of times. I watched them against West Brom at the weekend, and they are legit. I tell you, Mahrez, Vardy, but not just them two. They're pretty strong from back to front, and you can't knock that. Nigel Pearson obviously, started the work, and Ranieri's finishing it. Watford, who they actually travel better away than they play at home, so I don't think this will be an easy one from Leicester's point of view, but I expect plenty of goals, and Leicester just to nick this one maybe 3-2. Leicester 5-6 are still, for a side that's absolutely flying, just nearly even money. We're going to take that one and run with it. So Derby, Leicester, and a Hull and Middlesbrough draw gives us a massive 12-1 double. Sorry, 12-1 treble. This week, so make sure that you get that 12-1. And we're going even bigger in the fourfold. Liverpool against Palace are our first port of call. Now, Crystal Palace have had the week off, and Liverpool are playing Ruben Kazan tonight, so they haven't got a lot of time to recover. Obviously, the game is on Sunday. 7-10 Liverpool, a little bit skinny, but I just fancy them to nick this one. The Palace have got horrendous injury problems. And they're not in a good space at the moment. Probably Alan Pardew's first major test since becoming manager. They're not on a good run of form, and I just fancy the home advantage just for Liverpool to nick this one. Like I say, there's a lot of, sometimes I predict a 2 or 3-0 blowouts. These are all a goal either side of it. It is difficult this week, so like I say, temper your expectations. But Liverpool to beat Palace, we're going to back them to win this one. Again, Sunderland against Southampton. Sunderland are desperate for a win, aren't they, under Sam Allardyce, and they're going to make things tricky for Southampton. Southampton got that little bit more quality, absolutely, and with Pele up front, you've always got a great chance. I'm going to back them to win this one. Again, nick it. I don't think there'll be many goals in this one. I think under 2.5 goals I looked at as well, but I think that Southampton 1-0 or 2-1. They'll prevail on this occasion at 4-5. I think it's worth a chance against, like I say, a Sunderland side rock bottom of the league. So it's a 4-5 about Southampton. Brighton 8-13 against the MK Dons. Brighton are a legit side as well, and they're not going to get promoted automatically. Absolutely 100% they're not, but they could make the playoffs, and then you get to that final form. That's anybody's game. MK Dons travel poorly, poor side. I expect them to get relegated from the Championship. So 8-13 is a price that I'm willing to take on against Brighton, who've been so good at home this year. And finish it off with another draw. We're going to go with Wolves against Burnley at Molineux. Wolves were really poor at Bristol City on Tuesday night. Burnley flying, but it's just like Wolves to put a performance out against when they do play at home. Just as their unpredictability has been this season. They outplayed Middlesbrough for 60-65 minutes before Middlesbrough came back and won that one 3-1 in their last home game. But I fancy Burnley to give them a good test and a score draw. I expect an improved performance from Wolves and a score draw on this occasion, which again a price boost to at 12-5. So Liverpool, Southampton, Brighton, and a Wolves Burnley draw gives us a huge 16-1 fourfold. So make sure you get those bets on, and of course, if you've got a cheeky £1, £1.50, then it's about a 750-1 ninefold. Now, a few of you have the ninefold each week, so why the hell not? Remember, Pete's there. He's got his special money to win £1,000 this week. He'll retweet. Just make sure you retweet. Make sure you add a newcomer to when you retweet. Tag someone in, and if you're the lucky winner and your 3-goal scorers score first, that's £1,000 in the bank for you. So you can't argue with that. Remember, Coral is the place to go for all the bets. Great value, great odds, and they're the ones to win easy money, really. So make sure you log on to them if you haven't got an account through Nathbet, and just start raining in the money as we did last week. Remember the double and the fourfold. Let's get the treble. Let's make it the clean sweep. All right, have a great one. And remember, NFL tips will be online on Friday night too. Bye-bye.